Do you know, most people get caught out by hackers by the basics. Like, they reuse passwords. Don't reuse passwords. Don't click on things that come in on your phone or on an email. Don't click, like people don't see their phone as a computer, but your phone is a computer. If you get a text message with a link in it, don't click on that. Don't reuse passwords. But my biggest one that I talk about, I guess, in conferences and talks is really, you know, be careful what information you share online. You know, ask yourself before you use social media and put pictures of everything, what could a person who meant me harm do with this information? And then be careful about what you share. And, you know, I'm not saying don't use it. I'm just saying make a decision about who can see your posts and what you're sharing about yourself. Because what we do is we take lots of bits of information, build up a picture, like a jigsaw puzzle, and then use that to profile you and get to you. So be careful what you put online. So, I mean, they're really the three biggest things that anyone can do, aside from that advice I gave on the emails. Don't reuse your passwords. Don't reuse your passwords. Don't share too much, you know, about yourself online, and don't click on links in emails or texts.
And because the second point, right, is be careful what information you share online. Mm-hmm. The most important point. But like yourself, you are a known person in this industry. You have a podcast, you have a website, mm-hmm. You're on LinkedIn, you're on Twitter, you share.
I'm on everywhere.
Yeah, I, that's the two channels that I follow, so I don't know the other ones.
I'm everywhere. Pinterest, you can find me on Pinterest, probably find me on everything. Instagram, yeah.
So, and you want to be visible because you want people to hire you for your jobs, you want people to hire you to speak, to train. So you want to be visible as an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. You want to reach out to people, to a lot of people with your podcast, with your episode, with your the things that you write. How do you balance this, that at the same point you're careful with what you're sharing?
Because the personal information isn't available. So you might look at me and think, you know, I mean, I probably did maybe 25 interviews last year, podcasts and interviews for magazines and you know, like you say, I'm all over LinkedIn and everything else. But to really find information about like my family or you know, it's all very carefully orchestrated. So you wouldn't necessarily find out much information that was personal about the people around me. That's harder to find. It's not impossible, but it's harder to find. So you're seeing a professional profile, and you're hearing a professional profile. What I choose to put out there, I'm very careful about what goes out there. And it's a choice, because like you say, I've got to do it. I'm a small business. I want people to find me and work with me and everything else. So I've got to be visible, but I don't have to tell them everything. It's like poker. I don't just put all the cards on the table. So people think they know, and it's true. A lot of people think they know you. They don't necessarily. They know part of you. And for me, it's very carefully controlled.